Okay, so if you're anything like us, you have probably been on that endless weight loss roller coaster. You know the one, right? The diets that feel impossible, the workouts you kind of dread, and those quick fixes that, well, they just don't stick. It really feels like you're fighting your own body sometimes. But what if there's another way? We've been looking into source material that points towards maybe a natural internal reset, something targeting like two specific core issues instead of just counting calories again.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're digging into today. We've been immersed in the sources covering this. Sumatra Slim Belly Tonic, it's
Yeah.
getting a lot of buzz, mainly for its unique tropical blend. And our mission really is to pull out the most important bits for you. How does this tonic actually work to fix those internal roadblocks? When's the best time to take it? And crucially, what lifestyle changes do you need to make it, actually effective?
Right, because the sources frame this as a natural weight management thing, inspired by traditions from Sumatra. The big promise seems to be helping your body burn fat more naturally, tackling stress-related weight gain, and giving you more energy. It sounds more foundational, doesn't it? Like moving beyond just eat less, move more.
Exactly. It aims for a more holistic approach.
Okay, let's unpack that straight away. We hear metabolism all the time, but these sources seem to hint at something deeper, a two-part problem maybe. If this is a natural reset, what's the actual root cause it claims to fix?
Yeah, what's really interesting here is how focused it seems to be on internal balance rather than
Yes.
just like synthetic stimulants trying to force the issue.
Hmm.
The sources clearly state it targets two main things that really derail long-term weight goals.
Mm.
One, a slow, sort of sluggish metabolism, and two, chronic high stress.
Mm.
So it's not just about a temporary energy boost, it's about trying to regulate systems that have maybe gone a bit haywire.
But don't tons of supplements claim they boost metabolism? What makes this tropical blend different, according to the sources? Does it avoid those jittery side effects?
That's a really good point. The difference seems to lie in how it approaches metabolism. The first step they talk about is metabolic activation. This uses those specific tropical extracts, and they're cited for helping increase the body's resting metabolic rate, the RMR.
Oh, I'm out. Okay.
Think of it like your body's baseline energy burn, like an appliance that's always on. If your metabolism is slow, maybe it's running at, say, 50 watts. This tonic, through its natural stuff, aims to kind of gently turn that up to maybe 70 watts. You're burning more calories just
Yeah.
existing, even sleeping,
Yeah.
without needing those harsh stimulants.
Okay, that makes sense. That sounds much more sustainable for long-term results. But stress, we all know that's a killer for weight loss, right? Especially belly fat. Stress just tells your body to store it. So that's where the second part comes in.
Exactly. And this might be the most critical piece, honestly. Step two is cortisol regulation. When you're chronically stressed, your body pumps out cortisol, the fight or flight hormone. Evolutionarily, that meant storing energy fast. And the easiest place is visceral fat, deep around the organs.
Right, the stubborn stuff.
The really stubborn stuff. That's why it's often so resistant to just dieting. It's hormonal. So the ingredients in this tonic are supposed to help normalize those cortisol levels, kind of calming down that constant danger signal. The sources call it promoting a calm, fat-burning state. Basically telling your body it's safe to let go of those fat stores. It tackles the stress hormone side directly.
Interesting that they prioritize hormones and metabolism before digestion. So what's the third step?
Yeah, the third step is improved digestion and detoxification. Makes sense, right? Ingredients like ginger, turmeric, some herbal antioxidants, they support smoother digestion, help cleanse the gut a bit, and that improves nutrient absorption and can reduce bloating. If your gut's working well, everything else, the metabolism boosts, the hormone regulation, just functions more efficiently.
Okay, so let's boil it down for the listener. The main benefits seem to be boosting natural fat burning, reducing those stress hormones like cortisol that pack on belly fat,
Mm-hmm.
and improving gut health, which then gives you more energy and focus. It's like a pretty comprehensive approach.
It does try to cover the key bases.
All right, I've got the science down. It's about resetting metabolism and hormones. But just knowing how isn't enough, is it? Timing often matters with these things. What do the sources say about the best time to take this tonic?
Yeah, they were really specific on this because getting that RMR boost early seems pretty important. The optimal time they recommend is first thing in the morning, ideally about 30 minutes before you eat breakfast.
Okay, 30 minutes before breakfast. Why then specifically?
Well, a couple of reasons. Taking it on an empty stomach like that helps with maximum absorption, get those nutrients working right away. And second, it kickstarts your metabolism early, setting that higher RMR for the whole day. Plus, taking it before food might help manage hunger signals and cravings before you even start eating. Kind of sets a good tone for the day, metabolically speaking.
That makes sense. Very practical. And how do you actually take it? It's a powder, right?
Yep, simple powder. The instructions are straightforward. 1 scoop in a regular glass of water. Stir it till it dissolves, and then drink it straight away for the best absorption.
Just water.
Water is best. They do say mixing it in a simple smoothie is okay, but, and this is important, avoid anything really sugary or heavy on dairy. Those can apparently slow things down and kind of work against the metabolic benefits.
Got it. Keep it simple. Water first. Wait 30 months. Then breakfast.
Exactly. Now, this brings us to maybe the most crucial part, actually getting results. If you're aiming to reset hormones and metabolism, you can't just dip in and out. The absolute core rule here is consistency.
Ah, okay. So this isn't one of those take it for a week before my holiday kind of deals?
Definitely not. I mean, think about it. If you're trying to change deep-seated patterns like cortisol response or your baseline metabolic rate, that takes time.
Makes sense. Patience required.
Absolutely. The sources really hammer this home. They strongly suggest committing to at least 90 days of consistent use, like no skip days. That seems to be the threshold for moving from just a temporary effect to a more lasting system reset.
90 days, okay. And to make those 90 days count, the sources mention some supporting habits, right? Like 5 pillars for maximum results, you called them. These sound like general health advice, but how do they specifically boost what the tonic is doing?
Right, it's all about synergy. These habits help the tonic work better. Pillar 1 is hydration. Simple but crucial, at least 2 to 3 liters of water daily. Here's the synergy. If the tonic is helping metabolize fat and regulate hormones, water is what your body uses to transport everything and flush out the waste products and metabolize fats. Not enough water, and that whole process slows right down.
Okay, that makes sense. Pillar 2 was balanced meals. We know we need to eat well, but how does that specifically help the tonic?
Well, if you pair the tonic with whole foods, lean protein, healthy fats, lots of fiber, and you actively avoid processed junk and tons of sugar, you're basically reducing the burden on your digestive system. Since the tonic is also trying to improve gut health, giving it clean fuel lets it focus on absorption and regulation instead of battling inflammation from, fast food or sugary drinks.
Right, don't make it work harder than it needs to. Pillar 3, sleep. This one feels directly connected to the cortisol thing.
Oh, it's absolutely vital. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. Lack of sleep is probably the quickest way to spike your cortisol, no matter what else you're doing.
Undoing all the good work.
Exactly. You'd be fighting against the tonic. Good sleep lets your body actually do the hormonal regulation and metabolic repair work overnight, supporting what the tonic is trying to achieve.
And the last pillar, number 4, movement. You said not intense training, but light exercise? What's its role?
Pillar 4 is just about moving regularly. Consistency over intensity, even things like brisk walking, yoga, a bit of cycling. It helps circulate the tonic's components, boosts fat burning a bit more, improves insulin sensitivity. Think of it as gently pressing the accelerator on the metabolism that the tonic has already started to tune up.
Okay, so those are the foundations. But you mentioned some aha tips too for people who really want to maximize things.
Yeah, for those really focused on accelerating results, the sources offer a few extra strategies. These layer directly onto the tonic's mechanism.
All right, let's hear these aha tips. First one was about moving right after taking it.
Yep, that's morning movement. So right after you drink the tonic in the morning, do just 10-15 minutes of light activity, stretching, a quick walk around the block. It basically takes that initial metabolic boost from the tonic and puts it to work immediately. Gets those fat-burning processes firing even before breakfast.
Clever. And for the gut health side.
That's where mindful eating comes in. Simple concept. Slow down, chew your food thoroughly. Since the tonic is supporting digestion, eating slowly helps your body actually absorb the nutrients better and helps you recognize fullness cues, preventing overeating. It complements the gut support.
Makes sense. And tying back to the big one, stress. We need to manage that actively.
Absolutely essential. This tip is stress management. Find ways to integrate things like deep breathing, maybe a short meditation, or even just listening to calming music into your routine, morning or evening, whatever works. Remember, stress hormones directly tell your body to store belly fat. So actively reducing stress input. It dramatically boosts the tonic's effectiveness because you're hitting the problem from both sides, internally with the tonic, externally with relaxation. You're helping create that calm, fat-burning state.
Okay, good synergy there. And there was one more, an optional one, intermittent fasting.
Yes, this was mentioned as an advanced option. For some people who are already comfortable with it, combining the tonic with a gentle intermittent fasting schedule, like maybe a 14-10 window, 14 hours fasting, 10 hours eating, might amplify the fat-burning effects. But, and this is key, only if it feels comfortable for your body. Forcing it could actually increase stress, which would defeat the purpose of the cortisol regulation, so definitely optional.
Right, listen to your body on that one. Okay, we've covered how it works, when to take it, how to maximize it, but people need realistic expectations, especially for a 90-day commitment. This is where it gets really useful. What kind of timeline did the sources suggest? What should you typically expect and when, assuming you stick to the plan?
Yeah, expectations are key. The sources stress that results will vary, of course, depending on your starting point, consistency, all that. But they outline a typical progression for dedicated users. In week 1 to 2, it's mostly internal shifts first. You'll likely notice more energy, maybe digestion feels a bit lighter, less bloating. The immediate systems respond first.
Okay, initial improvements. Then what?
Then, by week 3 to 4, the hormonal changes start to become more apparent. People often report feeling a better mood, maybe appetite feels more stable, less erratic cravings, and sleep quality improves. These are signs the cortisol balancing is starting to take effect even before major weight shifts.
That's encouraging. So when do the visible changes usually show up? The looser clothes moment.
That tends to happen around month 2. This is typically when users report seeing noticeable fat reduction, especially around the waist and thighs. Clothes definitely start fitting better. That's the payoff from the groundwork in month 1.
And long term, after the 90-day reset phase.
Well, after month 3 and onwards, the goal shifts more to maintaining that new balance. You ideally experience a sustained, improved metabolism, easier weight management, and just better long-term fat balance. The system's hopefully reset and stabilized.
Okay, that's a helpful timeline. And just to quickly recap the practical advice from the sources, set daily reminders for the tonic. Don't skip days. Consistency is absolutely everything. Maybe track results with photos or a journal. And remember, the focus is that long-term internal change, not just the number on the scale day to day.
Exactly. So wrapping it all up, the core message seems pretty clear. This Sumatra Slim Belly Tonic isn't positioned as some kind of magic pill that replaces healthy living. Instead, it's presented as a natural enhancer for your metabolism and hormones designed to work with your body. But its success really hinges on using it consistently, correctly, and alongside those supportive lifestyle pillars we talked about. The ultimate aim seems to be helping you regain a sense of control of your weight, energy, and maybe even confidence by restoring those key internal balances that, modern life and stress can really throw off kilter.
So what does this all mean for you listening? Well, this Sumatran secret, if you want to call it that, seems less about a quick fix and much more about restoring that internal balance, specifically tackling high stress and a sluggish resting metabolism. It's about creating a calmer, more efficient, fat-burning environment internally.
Right, and that leads to a final provocative thought for you to consider, building on that synergy idea. We heard how much stress management boosts the tonic's effect. So think about this. What's one small stress reduction technique you already know, deep breathing, maybe meditation, even just 5 minutes of calming music that you could realistically add for just 10 minutes tomorrow morning, right after you take the tonic? Just try that one thing. See if layering it like that makes a difference. That synergy might actually surprise you.